Alright then, Arsenal fans, it's your new channel, Arsenal Bits. Today I'm going to be previewing the big match tomorrow on New Year's Day, the first Arsenal match of 2015 against Southampton. We're fourth against fifth, they're sitting in our spot. We want to be back in that top four tomorrow night, starting 2015 off in the Champions League positions with the FA Cup game coming on, and we can really push on. But going back to the game quickly against West Ham, I thought for the season as a whole, that was huge 3 points for Arsenal because, imagine West Ham had got the win against us, they'd be 4 points clear of us right now, and we'd still be sort of questioned where we are as a team, getting beaten by West Ham, but we did our normal business against them and got the 3 points. So going back to the game tomorrow, the big Southampton game, in previous years, since coming back to Premier League, Southampton haven't beaten Arsenal. We've beaten them twice at the Emirates, but we've beaten 3 times at the Emirates, a 6-1 win, a 2-0 win, and a 1-0 win this year. But we've gone to St Mary's twice, and we've drawn twice, both a 1-1 draw and a 2-2 draw last season. Last season, I remember that game, it was a great game, and Flamini got himself stupidly sent off, and we were lucky in the end to come away with a 2-2 draw when we were really pushing hard for the title. So I think that Arsenal need to break the mould tomorrow and get the 3 points. We've seen Southampton this year where they've had really good home form, but when the big teams have come calling, like Manchester United and Man City, they came in consecutive fixtures and they lost both of them. And when Chelsea came recently, it was a 1-1 draw against Chelsea, so you have to say it's a good point against Chelsea. It's something that we don't normally do against the big boys. But at the end of the day, it's a draw's a draw. But I think we should definitely be going there tomorrow full of confidence and really go for it. I think Arsenal really needs to show people. Southampton have had an amazing season according to pundits, and we've had an absolute disaster according to many. But we can go there tomorrow, get ahead of the team that is doing so well in everyone's eyes, and then we become part of that top four, the traditional top four: Man City, Chelsea, Man United, and then you see Arsenal. That's where we should be, chasing Man United. I think maybe the title may be too far off, but you never know. I'm looking at our run of fixtures after the Man City game in a few weeks' time, and we have a nice run of fixtures, but we have to be picking up points in the big games like these. So going on to the team news of this game, I've heard that Danny Welbeck, looks like he will be out. It's a real shame because, again, we don't have a recognised striker in our side with Giroud, with his silly red card that he got against QPR. So I'd love to see Theo Walcott in and maybe push Sanchez up top, but I think he will go with Sanchez up top, Chamberlain out wide on the right, and Podolski on the wide left. I think that Podolski will maybe get his goer finally, and I'm happy to see that. I think that's a good front line. Maybe Podolski's lacking a bit of pace to match the other two, but he's very obviously clinical, as every Arsenal fan knows, with that left foot. I'm seeing that Thomas Rosicky may be coming back into the side, something that I cannot be happier about. He's one of my favourite players. I love him. He's so good for a 34-year-old. And you look what he does. He does more for an Arsenal side than what maybe Jack Wilshere does for an Arsenal side when he's in. His pace, his technical ability, when he's fast paced. You see most of I think it was a goal against Sunderland last year, the one-touch passing, Rosicky, and I think he scored it in the end, was at the forefront of that. It was brilliant. Well, Jack Wilshere did similar against Norwich, but I think Rosicky is a very, very big player for Arsenal, especially in these big games. As you noticed last season, Wenger used Rosicky for much of Arsenal's big games due to his experience and his know-how in that final third. So I'm very happy to hear maybe that Rosicky might be in. I also want to see our strongest back line for the first time. Well, I'm not sure if it'll be the first time. It might be, we might have one or twice. I can't really remember. It might be early on in the season. But I want to see Debuchy, Mertesacker, Koscielny and Gibbs all in the same side. All Arsenal fans have wanted to see that for a very, very long time, and I think it might happen tomorrow. Even though Monreal's been so good, Gibbs is twice the left back that he is, both going forward and defending. So my predictions for tomorrow is that I think something tells me we're going to get 3 points tomorrow. I really do not want to see us lose because it will just set all the fans off again. Wenger out. I don't like any of that stuff. We know we're in a bad position. The transfer window's just days away. If we can get a win, everyone's smiling. Everyone's looking forward to transfer window. Everyone's looking to the beginning of our FA Cup defence against last year's finalists Hull in a rematch. But I think tomorrow is a big point in Arsenal's season. It can either go one way, right, you've lost to a team around you, Southampton again, or shut a few people up, push on ahead of them, and really, really kick on. So I'm going for I think Arsenal will win it by 2 goals. So I'm going for an Arsenal 3-1 win. That's how I see it. And so if you like what I'm saying, or if I'm doing it wrong, if I'm doing anything wrong, give me some ideas. It's only a new channel. I thought I like speaking my thoughts. Let me know some comments below how I can improve and what I can improve. Thanks, guys, and come on the Gunners.